Hey everybody, it's Jesse, and I hope everyone had a good weekend. Today I'm streaming a little bit earlier than normal, so an hour earlier, because the Eclipse is today, and so around like 2:30 I think there's going to be a partial eclipse where I am. So I guess like if I would have drove, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 hours southwest of where I am, I could have seen a full eclipse. I thought about it, but I decided not to do it. So today, I think we're just going to work on styling. So this is where the project's at right now. Basically, all of the content that's on the current app is here. It's in our new React version. So we have that all in there. We have the forms. We have two forms. One of the form is working. I don't have all the information to finish that form yet. We have another form that we hadn't hooked up yet in our server to be able to send the data where we need it to go. That's not really going to be a big deal since we've already done it with one form. We just do it again for the other one. Yeah, so there's not really any major things left to do. It's just kind of fine-tuning and testing, and then getting feedback from the rest of my department and new content from the rest of my department, because I think I've talked to a few people about it, and I think that we're going to add some sections and change the language in some of the sections. So I obviously can't do that until I know for sure what content is needed. So I'm going to do my best to get that going and make sure I remind everyone to think about what they want on here and get something to me sooner rather than later. So I was thinking I'd start out maybe on the home page and making things look a little bit nicer. So this is going to be a good stream for newer people, maybe people who are just starting out, because it's going to be more like CSS, not really a lot of, we're not really going to work on the server, not really a lot of things that are getting like really into React. And it'll be a somewhat short stream. I want to get things done, I guess, within an hour. Okay. So let me see. Actually, let me know if everything's all right with the stream. We have a lot fewer viewers than normal, so that's kind of odd. I wonder, the last time this happened, something happened with the YouTube notifications, and a lot of people didn't get them. So I know there's a delay, so I'll wait maybe 30 seconds to see if anybody responds. I want to make sure I'm didn't do something wrong setting up the video. Okay, cool. I got a response. Everything seems all right. Okay, it's possible that maybe it wasn't something wrong with the YouTube notifications again, but I'm gonna get started, and if people join, great. If not, that's not a problem either. I got to do my work either way. So let me see. I'm kind of thinking it might be nice to add in. So we have a new logo that's not being used in very many places right now. It would probably be nice to put it here so that everybody would see what the new web logo is. Eventually that's going to be used on all the sites. Also, I'd like to try changing this a bit because we're going with a different look in some of our projects. So I'm going to work on this for now. Probably need... We talked about before doing something here to make these look a bit nicer as well. Oh, I do want to thank Matt for his pull request. So a lot of good stuff in the pull request. You can check it out. It was pull request 48. There's just so much stuff. I could spend like half hour going over all the stuff, so I'm not going to. But basically, fix some like little errors that were happening, and also made a lot of components into stateless functional components. Any components that could be made into them. So really cool. And I really appreciate it. I mean, it was a lot of work. All of our content, probably the biggest thing that you'll notice if you're working on this repo is that almost all of the content now is in these data files, and it's pulled in. So the components themselves look a lot cleaner. Breakpoint said Eclipse cast with a question mark. Yeah, I thought about trying to do something. I don't. Maybe I could do one on my my Instagram stream. I'll stream what the Eclipse looks like. That might be cool. I don't have any of those special glasses though that they say you need, or else you'll damage your eyes. So hopefully, I'll figure something out and I won't go blind. Alright, so I'm going to bring over DevTools. We're going to be working mostly in DevTools, and then once we get it, looking about how we want it, then I'll switch over and put that in an actual Sass file. So let's take a look at. Alright, there's a structure here. So right now we have the background color is green. I want to change that, and let's make it white. And I want to set a border bottom, and I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to try 3 pixels solid, and I want it to be the gold. I'm going to have to, I thought I had the style guide open somewhere so I could grab that color. I used to have some of the hex colors memorized for the university color palette because I used them so much. But then when I started using Sass variables instead, I didn't have to know the hex colors, and I forgot them all. I do remember the green still, but I forgot all the rest of them. Alright, so on my other screen, I'm just going to find this hex code and copy it over. Oops. Oh, that was the wrong one. I grabbed the yellow. I need the gold. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks about like what we were going with. We need to make this green. Why do I even have the color here? That was odd. I wonder if did I put that color in, or was that there in the framework? Because anyway, normally on an SVG you don't have to worry about color. It's fill that you want. So I don't really remember if I put that on there before. It's possible that I did accidentally. Okay. Now we have the words resource center, which I guess that'll get left. That'll get left in. I think I'll leave the words resource center in, and let's also make that this green. All right, now we want to grab the logo, which, let me find the logo. Also, let me start my Pomodoro timer. I don't think I've actually used this logo anywhere yet, so I'll have to take a second to find it. Maybe I think I actually I had an SVG version of it that I was working on in Sketch. Yes, there it is. So you can check it out. Here's the logo. This is actually my edited version of the logo, so it had a much bigger border radius that I didn't like. So I shrunk the border radius down to 2 pixels. And yeah, so we'll see. So I was trying to officially get the border radius changed, and it never really, I didn't really push it, and we didn't come to a decision about it. So I think I'm gonna use this one and just see what everyone thinks, if anyone even notices. And yeah, I may have to change it, or this may be the beginning of getting it changed. It's still at a point now where we haven't used this logo enough that we need to keep it consistent. It's definitely early on, so we could change things. At least I think we could change things before it's official. But anyway, yeah, this is the new web version of the logo. The main benefit to this, as opposed to the other one, is all our other logos actually spelled out the words Franciscan University of Steubenville. And to do that, you have to have small font, so the logo had to be quite large to make the font readable. So then you were limited in where you could put the logo. It had to be in a spot that was big enough. So like, we could never use the real logo in a header that was this short, because you wouldn't be able to read the text. So there's definitely some benefits to this, and really for this university, probably the iconic thing is this here. People know this, so as long as that's there, it doesn't necessarily matter as much about whatever's after that. People who know the university will recognize that. And let's see. So I'm gonna grab, I want to know where I saved this at. I'll just export it again. If you're not familiar with this program that I'm using, it's called Sketch. It's like a design program. So I'm not really great with Photoshop. So this is what I use for the small amount of design work like this that I do. Occasionally, if I have a client and I need to do some mock-ups, I will use Sketch for that. It's Mac only, and it's not bad. I think it was about $100, and that's not a like recurring cost, just $100 flat fee, and then you have Sketch, you have all the updates and everything. So I like it, although I haven't really tried a lot of other programs, so maybe there's something better out there, but this has worked for me for when I need to use it. And obviously, there we go, export. So I don't use this often enough to be really good with it. SVG, yep, great. It looks like I already have it exported. Where is this folder? Alright. I will just search for it then. Alright. Whoa. Alright, so this is the code, I guess, for the markup for the SVG. You see, I've done nothing to shrink this down, so I'm sure there's stuff that could be done. For now, I just want to see how it looks. So we're going to use this. Let's users, documents, files. Okay. So we'll just bring this in. Do we have? I don't know that we have a place where we're putting images. Do we? No, we don't. Okay, so let me make a folder for images. Do we have? Actually, I'm just gonna make a new file. And I'll paste that in. There we go. Let's see. I can't remember where I have what component I have the code for the nav in. Is it inside now? Alright, it's inside nav.js. That's slightly misleading. Maybe I shouldn't have named it that. Okay. Alright, so I am using the component for MaterialUI, so I'm assuming that there's a way to put a logo in. Icon element left. Maybe maybe this will work. Let's see. Alright, let's see what that does. Not hopeful that will work. Oh no. We lost all our styles. I forgot to take them out of DevTools. Oh well. We didn't really do that much, so it won't really be a problem. But whatever I just did here didn't do anything, so let's put in some styles for this before we do anything else. There we go. And I'm going to put the styles for this in app because this is a standard component. It'll be on every single page. I guess I could make something for side nav, but I think this is okay. Alright, so I just need to know what the names are here. It looks like there's no class names on it, so maybe I'll have to either give it a class name or I think I'll give it a class name. I'm sure I could pass in some styles using the way set out here in MaterialUI, but I'd rather work in Sass and apply the styles like that. Class name. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty standard. Class name works most of the time. The only time class name hasn't worked for me is if like I've kind of extended a component, like in that generic component card. I can't just put a class name right on the generic component element and have it work. Okay, we're just going to give it a class name of appbar, and then we should be able to go with appbar background color white, border bottom, solid Let me grab that color. And what else do we do? Let's just make sure that worked first. Okay, we did get the border on the bottom, but maybe for some reason, you know what? These are all, I don't know why I didn't see this before. These are all inline, so to override this, I'm either going to have to use important, or I'll have to change these. Let me go back here. Okay, I can override with the style. Yeah. I'll probably, I guess that's better than using important in my CSS. Okay, that worked. And what I'm not sure about is, so these interior sections here also have inline styles. So I could try to do something like this, but I don't think it'll work. Yeah, see, it doesn't go down to this, so I'm not. So I may have to just use important on there to get that to work. So since I'm using Sass instead of regular CSS, I can nest these, which is basically the same as if I were to type out @bar and then space h1. So if you're not familiar with Sass, the syntax probably looks a little weird, but that's all that's going on here. And I'm just gonna double check just to make sure yeah, like I thought, it wouldn't need to add that important in there. Alright, so normally it's not a great idea to use important, because now at any point, like I can't really override that even with inline styles. So like once you do that, you kind of break the cascading nature of cascading style sheets for that element at least. But in this case, I could do this right now and get it to work, and I know I'm never going to want this to change for that element, so I'm okay with that. Or I could try to read documentation on MaterialUI more and figure out some other way to do it. So It's possible later on if maybe I'll figure it out and I can change this, but for now, this is the easiest way to do it, and I know it will work. But like I said, you don't want to just use this all the time. Sometimes it's really easy and quick to do it, but it will make maintaining things later on harder. So use it sparingly, I guess. That's what I try to use it sparingly. I probably use it too much as it is, though. Alright, so what? It looks like we messed up. I'm assuming when I did this, that's where when I messed up the icon there. Yeah, so now we can see. Let's target that SVG. And we want the fill. And we want the fill also to be, whoops. Now I know I'm typing out the hex codes here. I don't really need to. I could save them as variables, but I just kind of wanted to see how it was going. Oh, did that? No, that didn't work. Oops. Forgot the important. There we go. So, alright, so that's about where we were before I accidentally got rid of all the stuff we had done in DevTools. So now the next step, let me check my Pomodoro timer. Okay. Next step is get that logo in there. And for that, maybe I'll check this again. Actually, let me okay. I never really checked to see what was happening with this, so I want to check because it's possible that this, I guess, put this element in there and the path is just wrong. I'm not really sure what path I should use for this. I knew with Next.js what the path was supposed to be, but I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be with Create React App. So let's check that out. And it looks like, oh, awesome. So we did get, it is there. I mean, we don't, I want to find some other way to put it in here because I need that button as well. But this is what we wanted. I think we just probably don't have the right path. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. I'm going to check in the live chat, see if anybody that uses Create React App knows what. So if anybody uses Create React App and just knows offhand what the path should be, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to play around with it a little bit and see if I could figure it out. Let me see. Okay, my timer just went off, so I did find something to try for the image, but I'm going to take a 5-minute break to go to the live chat. Probably won't need all 5 minutes because there's not a lot going on in the live chat today. But hey, everybody that's watching and is in the chat. Let's see. Oh, cool, Patrick. Patrick has some Eclipse info in the live chat. Oh, cool. So, I mentioned earlier that I don't have Eclipse glasses, and Patrick linked some directions to making an Eclipse viewer. So, thank you. Oh, I said you just need 2 pieces of paper and a thumbtack to make a pinhole. Cool. Oh, sorry. So Patrick said Sketch went to a yearly fee. I did not know that, so I'm sorry for misinforming you all. So I guess whenever I got it, there was not a yearly fee. So maybe I'm just allowed to have it still since I got in earlier. Oh, cool, Patrick. You know what, Patrick? That's right. You're in Tennessee, right? So you're right in the path. I was thinking about driving down to Tennessee or flying down to Tennessee. So my wife has family there, and I thought that would be really cool. I could go down there. I could just stay with her family and see the eclipse. But it seemed like, I don't know. It seemed like it would be an odd thing to do, to take a day off work and just to go down and watch an eclipse for a few minutes and come back. Oh, cool. Gavin said I should take, or probably Patrick will have the better view. So Patrick Gavin said take some pics and vids and send them to Slack. So I'll definitely try to take some video and pictures of it, but Patrick's gonna have the best view out of anyone. So I think where I'm at, they said it was gonna be like 80% obscured. So the sun will be 80% obscured by the moon, which I guess is not bad, but it's definitely not a full eclipse. Oh, okay. So Patrick said he doesn't have a solar filter for the camera. So you need a filter then. If I tried to take a video of this with my phone, am I going to break my phone's camera or what? Oh, cool. Gavin said he's totally up to date with the videos. That's awesome. That's really impressive because we have quite a few videos, so it's really cool. Oh, wow. So, Brandon, thanks for that info. So, Brandon says not to take pictures and videos because I will break the phone. Oh, Rohan says the phone camera should be okay without filters. Says it's the larger sensors that can be damaged. But Patrick says that actually he saw a video where the sensor on a camera got melted. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll rethink this. Okay, cool. So my time is up. So I'm going to get back to work on this. So I'm going to try something, and this is I don't think I've ever done anything this way before, but it looks pretty cool. So let me try this. So I'm going to, I mean, it makes a lot of sense now that I saw it, but I just had not thought of it at all. So I'm going to import logo from let's see, shoot, now how am I doing this? Oh, there we go. Now I'm not sure if this will work. I didn't scroll down, and there's an issue in Create React App about this. So after scrolling down, I'm not sure if this will work, but let's try it. Let's see if I can import. I just wanted that to be logo. And where is this? Alright, let's see if we can get this to work. No, can't resolve image logo. Alright, so I need to do this. Let's see. I just looked back to the live chat, and I'll just mention this since we were talking about it a minute ago. But Breakpoint said, I took pics with my phone of the sun, no issues. Now Brandon says, I'm a photographer, don't risk it. Actually, the guy that works in the office next to me is a photographer, a really good photographer, so I will ask him just to be sure. He actually has like proper lenses or something for it, so actually if he takes good pictures, I will have him send me the pictures, and then I will post the pictures. So I won't try to mess up my phone. I'd rather not. I bought I bought like the new Pixel when it came out, and that's like the most I've ever spent on a phone, so I want it to last longer than a year at least. It hasn't been a year yet. Alright, so back to this. Why can't I have to be missing something just really simple. This just can't be this can't be that difficult. Alright, somebody said they did it like this on Stack Overflow and it works. Alright, still not. Alright, let's try the documentation for Create React App, which is what I should have looked first. Alright, so from what I'm seeing on the documentation, it looks like this should work. Right? So oh, okay. I can't do it with SVG files. So let's see what to do with SVG. Actually, I have an idea. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna make let's grab just gonna grab just some of this markup to make things easier, and so my idea is I'm just gonna put this SVG in here. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab the SVG. Let's go with, I'm gonna take this out of here. So I don't think I need that. Probably gonna have to change something somewhere. I'll be surprised if all of these attributes work in React, but we'll see what the error message says. We can get rid of this, and then let's just change this to let's see, in our home we can bring in import from, whoops, it's not what I wanted to do. Clicked the wrong thing. There we go, side nav, that's what I wanted. From this logo, and then here we're gonna put let's try that. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of this. What? I took it out. What the heck? Oops, wrong file. This is not a function. Just all right, so I don't know. I'm not sure what this error It's telling me. Maybe you can't just put an SVG in like that. Let me get rid of some stuff. Let's see. Yeah, still getting the same error. Okay. I definitely did not think adding the logo would be this difficult. I've added SVGs in, but they've been small SVGs and not really complicated. So I'm not sure. I mean, I guess there's something in here that React does not like. Why am I checking that? Alright, it's giving me the same error here. Okay. I was checking the wrong page. Okay. Alright, hey Sebastian. Sebastian's asking where I'm adding the logo. So I'm trying to add the logo in. Maybe that's. Let's just test this first without trying to pass this to another component. Let's take this out. And let's just try to use it somewhere else. Oops, no, that's not the right path for this one, huh? Okay, so still having the same issue. Alright, so that's not gonna work either. I guess I could not use the SVG version and just convert it. I'd really rather not do that though. Didn't. I wonder if I could wrap this in this SVG icon, if that would make a difference. Alright, so this will probably be my last attempt, since I gotta finish this this stream soon. Let's see, I guess. Oh, yeah, same thing. Alright, well, I will try to. What's wrong? Missing and. Wait, the SVG name is wrong? Alright, so I just checked. Anyway, I just checked the live chat and I think I'm missing an O somewhere. FUS log. Alright, let me. Where am I missing this? FUS logo. FUS logo. FUS logo. FUS logo. Oh, that's where I'm missing it. Wow. Okay, if this works now. All right, let's take it out of here. And let's go with what I was originally going to do. And that would be, what was it? Oops. Alright, so I'm not going to import that here, but I'm going to try Alright. Let's see if that works. Oops. No, that's not gonna work. Oops. Oh man. Okay. Wow. I can't believe well, you know what? It probably still wouldn't have worked even if I would have caught the typo, because this I did not have either. This required. So thanks, Matt, for giving me the code to do this require inline like that, and thank you also, Joseph, for catching that missing O. I don't know how you saw that. This must be so tiny on your screen. And actually, I just now realized that the font was a bit smaller than I normally do for a stream, so I apologize for that. Wow. Okay. We got the logo on there. A lot bigger than I want, but we can sort that out at a different time. Also, we need to keep the side nav icon in there as well. So, got a little bit of work to do for this, but wow, I can't believe it took me that long, and it was pretty much just mostly due to a typo. Oh, cool. Joseph zoomed. Awesome. Okay, Joseph said that import on the top will also work. So that's cool. Good to know. So maybe it probably then would have worked had I been able to spell. So anyway, thanks everybody. I'm gonna wrap things up and get ready to watch this Eclipse. So hopefully I'll have my vision and I won't ruin my phone's camera. So I think I'll I don't know how I'm gonna look at it. Maybe I'm not. I'm just gonna look around and not at the Eclipse, but hopefully my colleague will have some really good photos from his camera, and I can share them with you all on the Slack channel. So I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow won't have such a silly error as a typo, but that happens. Yeah. So I'll probably do some work. Hopefully this will look a lot nicer by the next stream. And thank you for watching. Also, let me know if something went wrong with the YouTube notifications, because it was the video is kind of slow to pick up viewers. So I know I did start it early, so that could be it. But I just want to know. Maybe I did something wrong setting up the YouTube video, so just let me know. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching and for helping me out in the live chat. Really appreciate that. And have a great day.